everyone, and welcome to another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Today, I'm going to be covering episode 38 of Jujutsu Kaisen. Definitely an action-packed one. Really good. It was really cool to see other characters kind of get some of the action in the spotlight as far as the episode was concerned. I really enjoyed it. Another good episode. Fight scenes were super cool, super unique abilities. And let's get into this. It starts off with the fight with May, I think that's how you say her name, and the disease spirits. And it was interesting. She learned how to defeat this disease spirit really quickly. I really enjoyed that. And then you learned about Ui, or Yu, I think is his name, UI. And basically, we come to find out, as what we already knew, the greater the risk to your life, the more you get to use your cursed spirit, the more you have, essentially. And you found that out through you, and you also found that out through the kamikaze raven that happened, where it was able to use significantly more cursed spirit energy than what a normal raven would use. And it was really cool. I thought it was an interesting way to be able to fight this disease cursed spirit. And it was a good fight. I really enjoyed it. Very action packed. And then the other fight you had was against the octopus cursed spirit, which you get to see it kind of transform into a special grade spirit. I thought that was really interesting to see. Evolution, as far as that's concerned, in the fight was super awesome. You also saw Nabito, I think is how you say his name, who is the head of the Zenin clan, basically giving Maki, I think that's her name, a bunch of crap because, you know, he looks down on her because, well, she can't see cursed spirits. And I really enjoyed watching that whole fight. His cursed spirit, his ability was super, super interesting because essentially he can freeze an individual if they don't produce the next 24 essentially frames of what they're going to do. And I thought that was really interesting, really cool. And I am glad we got to see it come out because in the manga, when you saw it, I was like, that's really interesting, but it's not as cool. It's a lot more visually appealing than in the manga, but of course that's how it should be in all actuality. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really interesting. And unfortunately, he lost his right arm, but you know, he had 78 years of it, so it had a long life, I guess. Then the fight between the Maki and Nanami and Nabito in the domain was really cool to see because, well, it's seeing Dragon, his abilities was really interesting. Basically, you know, he's the sea, so the sea is never ending, relentless. So the Shikigami that he was producing was never ending. I thought that was really interesting. And then towards the very end of the episode, you see Fushiguro negating the one hit effect by kind of expanding his domain, which was really cool to see. It kind of helped put everything on a level playing field. And then he came up with this plan to essentially open a hole to allow for two individuals or so to get out and destroy the domain from the outside. Because if you remember, attacking the domain from the outside is a lot easier than trying to defeat the user on the inside. So it just kind of guarantees your defeat, or it guarantees the defeat of the enemy. And, you know, because he's not Gojo, it's not really an issue. So they can do that. It's not a problem. But craziness happens at the end of the episode, right as soon as they open the little portal to get out. None other than Toji Fushiguro appeared, and can't wait for next week. It's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to it because that fight is going to be amazing. But that's all I got for this episode. Thank you for watching another episode of Anime Lounge Short Flights. Please check out the anime show on Facebook and Instagram. Also subscribe, drop a like, leave a comment. Let us know what you think of Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. Have a good one.